Okay, now this one is an interesting one. I'll tell you a little story about it in a second. This is called the, clear that name off. I don't know if you can read that. Piments Habanero. Okay, this is called the Piments. Here's the leaf. It's a broad leaf. It's a different leaf than habanero leaves. It's broad leaf, but it's in some cases it looks narrow leaf. Like up here, it looks more narrow. Might be because these leaves ain't getting as much light, but it's not a puffy leaf. Okay, so this is a little different than your usual suspect when it comes to habaneros. The other odd thing about this particular plant is it has a very slightly furry stem. You can see on the leaf, there's a lot of fur on it. Quite furry. The stem, you can kind of see it's a little bit furry. There's a little bit of purpling in the stem. There's streaks of purpling in the stem, and there's also streaks of purpling in the main leaf. Also, here's a flower. Okay, that's what the flower looks like. I'll get you on the bottom of it. I can't see what I'm doing, but hopefully you can see that. It's on the bottom. Here's a top view. Okay. Now, what I'm going to say about this particular habanero is Walmart has, the fruit sections. A lot of Walmarts, they got like their produce area, And so I was looking for habaneros. I was out of habaneros, and I wanted habaneros. Believe it or not, at one time I did run out of habaneros. And so I was making a dish that required habaneros. And I went there, and I bought these habaneros that were in a package. And I didn't realize it when I bought them, but when I got them home and I started to get ready to cut them up and everything, they were like a very thin-walled, very dainty and delicate thin-walled type of habanero, and they were almost translucent. And I was a little intrigued by that when I first seen it. I was like, wow, that's a really strange-looking habanero. And then I ate it, and it had this real peachy type of taste. I can't remember what it tasted. It tasted like I was eating peaches, and it was hot. It was pretty hot. It wasn't really, really hot, but it was pretty hot. But it tasted like peaches, and it was just the best habanero out of all the habaneros I've tried. Different varieties of habaneros. This habanero by far was the best habanero. It was fruity. It literally had a fruity taste to it. So I'm hoping that this plant will actually reproduce the same type of habaneros, these translucent type of thin-walled, very peachy flavored, sweet type of habaneros, and they were just absolutely delicious. I mean, you could literally just eat them out of the package, just like one after another. And they were hot. Don't get me wrong, they were hot. But they're not as hot as some peppers, like a daytail pepper will just scorch you burn your tongue right out the gate. This thing, it took a bit. You got to chew it, and it's a good plant. It's definitely a really good plant. This might be one of the plants I do a seed giveaway on. It was really, like I said, it was just a totally awesome flavor. You can't buy these seeds anywhere. I don't even know what it's called. It's just piments. I don't know. It might be a Spanish word for something, but that was the variety that was. This comes out of that seed from that plant, from those habaneros that I got, and I'm really hoping and I'm going to get the same thing. We'll see at the end of the year if I get the same fruit and everything out of it, and it looks consistent, and it's not some kind of genetic hybrid or something weird or whatever. Yes, I will do seed giveaway, so you'll have to just stay tuned and subscribe and share and all that good stuff. Give me thumbs up, guys. If you like these videos, thumb it up. That way I can keep these going and afford to send these seeds out to everybody. So that's it right there. That's your Piments Habanero.